So welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, 8744, and today, guys, we're back at it again for your stream. We got Sebastian here in the house. Sebastian starting off strong, 2026, 2 out of 2 so far. I think it's my second stream I've done this year in the channel.
No, I think it's the third one you have done.
Third one?
I think so. I swear it's the.
No, I think it's the second.
Because you did one 7 days ago, and then one 5 days ago.
I did only one last Thursday, I believe.
No, it said 5 days ago and then 7 days ago. On your on your channel.
Yeah, so Sebastian, man, you're starting strong, 2 out of 2. Let's see, maybe you might win back-to-back awards. But yeah, I mean, we're going to talk about the Afcon guys quarterfinals because, bro, this Afcon, man.
The best set of quarterfinals that I've seen in football. I don't know which. Probably the World Cup 2018 could be better than this one, in my opinion. But
I feel like you shouldn't compare World Cups. I feel like World Cups is a bit of an unfair comparison.
Yeah, I mean, let's just compare. Like quarterfinals that I've seen.
Like I'm telling you right now, guys. Like I'm trying to think, when was the last time we had the 8 highest ranked teams all make the quarterfinals?
I mean, in general,
I don't know. Yeah, in general, I don't think I've ever seen that. Maybe you guys can correct me in the chat below, but I don't think I've ever seen all the quarterfinalists are the 8 strongest teams.
For me, this should have been the World Cup. I mean, this should have been all the World Cup teams. No disrespect to Cape Verde, but I think these 8 teams would have been the best. Plus, obviously, Ghana. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, and obviously the Osimhen situation. Obviously, like I don't think. I don't think it's as bad as people say. It's just, as a striker, you get upset with.
Okay, yeah. So let me just promote real quick because I want to get some people here. So let's go ahead and read some comments. We got Pookie here in the house. Shazam says, "Hey, imagine all games are boring low." So let's start with the round of 16. Let's quickly recap the round of 16 real quick. So let's do a quick tier list real quick, guys. We're gonna make this very brief, and then we'll get on to the quarterfinals itself. So where's the tier list? Oh, this was the tier list I did at the beginning of the tournament. Oh man, this is aged badly.
Oh god. I mean,
yeah,
that's not bad. That wasn't terrible because I mean,
right.
I would not. I would say your predictions for the whole thing. I think it was that.
Yeah. All right, so let's start. Let's start with let's see. What's the first team that we have it ranked? So Mali, we put them D tier. Do we change their tier now since they made the quarterfinals? I think we should.
Yeah.
I'd say C. I'm not gonna go higher than C.
Yeah, C.
All right, top of C. Yeah, I think we should go top of C.
Probably.
All right, Burkina Faso. Okay, so Tunisia, we're gonna put them right. I think
Tunisia.
Okay, I need to change. Tunisia, where do you want to put them down?
D, I guess.
Nah, I think D is a bit harsh. Let's put the bottom of C. No, actually, no. Bottom of C should be Burkina Faso. That was really disgraceful. But yeah, Burkina Faso was absolutely thrashed by Ivory Coast. Disgraceful. Tunisia, I'll put them second. I think they did a decent performance. So
yeah,
it wasn't that bad. Mozambique, Benin. We'll put Benin here.
Yeah, Benin was real. I mean, I think Benin was decent.
I guess we have to put. I guess we have to put Zimbabwe. The only one that didn't make it. Then I guess Burkina Faso there. Tanzania. I'll put Tanzania above Mozambique. Mozambique.
I'd put Tanzania above Benin.
Ooh, actually, no, I could hear it because Tanzania only lost 1-0.
And also, I don't think they were that terrible at all. Like they could have gotten a goal in that game.
Yeah. Benin, are you okay with right there?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Tunisia, Mali. Let's just put them interchangeable. They're next to each other. They tied after all, so I think it makes sense.
I'm thinking of swapping Burkina Faso and Mozambique.
Oh, yeah. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that's completely valid. Sorry. Yeah, that's right. Because Mozambique did worse. So.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Okay. The beats here. I guess South Africa. Okay, so let's rearrange this. So, South Africa are out. DR Congo is out. So I think we'll bump Egypt right here. So DR Congo and South Africa. Which team do you think did better? I would say South Africa did better than DR Congo. But you can make an argument DR Congo did push the game to extra time.
I don't know.
Let us know in the chat, guys, because it's a tough one. This is a tough one because South Africa scored a goal, and DR Congo did push the game to extra time and only conceded a brilliant goal there. I think if you weren't good, I think the only way DR Congo was going to lose if some kind of brilliant moment happened. I just feel like their defense was so good that they weren't going to concede any open play goal. So
I'm gonna say South Africa did better, not because of the goal, not only because of the goal, because I feel like your Congo's performance, they didn't really create that chance that could get them that goal.
Yeah. And I think you know what? I think I agree.
South Africa, yes, defensively they were not that good, but it was against the Cameroon side.
Yeah. Ooh, actually, Pookie makes a good point. If we're looking by the entire tournament, I would entire tournament.
I mean, Mozambique.
I mean, Pookie's you're kind of right to be fair, because Mozambique were good in the group stage. Honestly, they weren't bad, but they only got one win though. That's the thing. So, there's only so much. I think even despite the embarrassment Burkina Faso did, I still think they had a better tournament. Unfortunately, but I will say this: so I think Mozambique did impress me more. But I think overall, Burkina Faso still had a better tournament, in my opinion. Would you agree?
Plus, they have that tough group also, Mozambique, and they got 3 points.
Yeah. So, what do you mean they didn't create? All right, so Morocco, Egypt. I
mean, I could book it. They didn't create, that chance that could get them that goal. They only had 2 shots on target.
Yeah, you know what I've noticed, the thing that DR Congo South Africa are very similar. DR Congo South Africa are very similar. I think DR Congo is just a better defensive team, and South Africa is a better offensive team. So, I think South Africa create better opportunities. And would you agree with that? I think they're both very similar, though.
And I think for DR Congo, their issue was they didn't create that clear-cut chance that could get them that goal which they needed, because Algeria basically had the whole game. It's like my dear Congo by the way, Pookie. But I mean, I would bump Egypt above Morocco.
Yeah. So, yeah, Egypt above Morocco. Yeah, honestly,
these up there, they're qualified. So,
yeah. All right, now let's talk about the Pod 1 teams. Cameroon.
I mean, they performed really good. I really like that game against South Africa. I mean, I would put them still there where I put them.
Bottom 8 here.
Yeah, 8 there. What I would do with Ivory Coast, I would want to put them with Algeria.
Ooh, fair.
Same with Nigeria.
Let's give it a 2A team as S. I don't want to put I don't want. I'm not putting Nigeria S. I'm sorry. As good as they have been, I think defensively have been very kind of sketchy. So I don't want to put them S. But we'll put them top A. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay, Senegal. Okay. So I mean, is this a fair rankings? I think this is pretty good. I think I'm pretty happy with this.
Yeah, I mean, Senegal.
Says yeah. Egypt's been horrible, man. Egypt. Let's see. That opening game was kind of sketchy. The only 1-2-1, but they did win. South Africa, and South Africa was kind of a difficult game to judge because, obviously the whole referee kind of impacted the game. But needless to say, they got the win. Obviously, Angola, they kind of threw the game. So, I can't really be too critical there. And then obviously the round of 16. You know what? Benin actually gave them a game. Benin actually gave them the game. Benin actually challenged Egypt there, and Egypt had to go to extra time. You know what? I think I'm going to say Morocco's done better so far, honestly. I think Morocco's had a better term than Egypt. So, yeah. Algeria about them as suspect low. Do we put Ivory Coast or Algeria top? Personally, for me, guys, I've been more... I think I've been liking it. Algeria looked... I've been more impressed with Algeria, not going to lie. So Algeria, as I said, definitely... Yeah, I'm going to go with Algeria first, though. I think Algeria been the best, in my opinion. But Ivory Coast been strong, too. So, these are the rankings so far. The teams, guys, obviously this is subject to change. Obviously, we'll have to see what the quarters bring, and obviously semis and final can bring. But I think this is a pretty respectable rankings. Actually, no, I think I'm going to put Morocco above Egypt. Yeah, let's put Egypt right there, I guess. So, yeah. These are the quarter finalists that we got here, guys. So, it'll be interesting to see. How's Algeria been the best, Low? Well, I just think Algeria, for me, they've had the best defense record, I believe. I think that out of all the quarterfinals, I think they have the best defense, right?
Yeah. And also, they've been looking very good at attacking-wise. Like Mahrez, Boneja, Amora.
Also.
Yeah, like this Algeria attack. Yes, it might not be like a quality-wise of France and all these big nations, but it's effective. Which, yeah, they find their attack.
Yeah, we'll see, Pookie. We'll see on Saturday. That's all I'm going to say.
We'll see.
Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, let's go ahead and let me get the bracket up here, guys. Afcon bracket. So let me save image as right here. So let's share screen. So we have the quarterfinals right here, guys. Let's start with Senegal, Mali. Sebastian, is there any chance Mali can do the unthinkable, or this is Senegal is going to cruise control this one?
I mean, I could see. It depends what Senegal turns up. I mean, if the first half against Sudan, Senegal turns up, I think Mali could go through. But I mean, I think Mali could go through, but then they have to up their A game, because if they don't, they're gonna get cooked with that defense. But they haven't lost a game, which
that's true.
But they haven't won a game either. That's a problem. If you don't lose games, but you don't win games. Maybe they might have to go to penalties. Like for me, I don't see. For me, I see like a 1-1 go to extra time and like it goes to penalties.
Yeah.
It will be typical. Oh, this game goes to pens because everyone is saying, "Oh yeah, Senegal's gonna win this. They're gonna whitewash Mali," which I don't think it would. I think Mali has quality players. It all depends on can if their attack shows up. I think they could do something. But I'm sorry, like I, I still think Senegal will go through. But if Mali go through, they probably deserve it.
Sebastian, let's be real. This is the only upset you could really say in the quarterfinals. Like the other ones, like if the other team wins and not the favorite, it won't be an upset. Like, it won't be an upset. This is the only genuine match I would say in the quarterfinals where an upset is like you could call this an upset. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
So, because the thing is, because I said this in my preview, guys. By the way, if you haven't watched my preview, this is I'll give like a little tidbit here. I'm not gonna obviously spoil my previous predictions because obviously I still want you guys to watch. I said that in my preview that Mali is still a good team. My biggest issue with Mali is the attack is just very, very inconsistent. Because I think midfield wise, defensively, they're pretty solid. And I'll be honest with you guys, Senegal haven't even been like top gear, 100% gear. I would say they're kind of in second gear in this tournament. And I still think a second gear Senegal is still dangerous as we've seen, right? I mean, would you say that Senegal have been in second gear so far this Afcon? Because I feel like they have.
Yeah. And
So
the last time these two teams played against each other was in 2014, and it finished 1-1 draw.
Oh, wow. Let me actually pull that up real quick.
And Sadio Mane scored in that game. So who knows? He might score in this one.
Wow. I didn't actually know they played against each other. Let me actually just quick. Yeah, you're. Wait, no. 2014 Afcon, they didn't. Wait, what?
No, they played in a friendly. They played in a
friendly. Oh, friendly. Okay, I thought it was Afcon. Sorry, my bad.
I mean,
okay,
that was 12 years ago.
And yeah. So, yeah. For me, I think if Mali knocks out Senegal, that would be Mali's big. Actually, how far Mali gone this Afcon? What's the farthest they've ever gone? I'm actually curious. I want to see this. I know they haven't won at the Afcon, but what's the farthest they go on the Afcon? Wow. They have got the third place in 2012, 2013, fourth place 2002, 2004, 1994. They have never made the final. They made the semis though. So that's interesting.
I think if Mali wins this, I think it would send a little bit of not a huge statement, but a statement that this team is looking.
Yeah, Sebastian, you're right. If Mali knocks out Senegal, I will hold back all the Mali criticism I've had in the past. I'm dead serious. Like if Mali knocks out this, like you could argue. Would you argue if Mali is to win this game, it would be one of their best wins at all time, biggest wins?
And obviously, if they go through in this game, they could play Egypt or Ivory Coast, which Egypt we know their defense ain't,
yeah. Bad. Actually, this is a good segue to Egypt, Ivory Coast. Egypt, Ivory Coast. This is the game that I'm it's so tough to call because I think of all the Afcon quarterfinals, I think it's the most 50-50. I think this is a flip of a coin. The other ones, I have a slight favorite. I'm slightly edgy, but this one, I think I'm not. This one is the tough one to call. Very difficult one to call.
Yeah.
This is the hardest one to call, in my opinion.
Because Egypt, they obviously won their game in the last round, which 3-1 against Benin. While Ivory Coast Ivory Coast is looking very, very good. Probably right now, based on form and how they play, probably the best team in Africa. Um, I'm still gonna say, uh, I'm still gonna say Ivory Coast. I think they're just a bit too strong, and I don't trust Egypt defensive wise. While
Mm.
Ivory Coast defensive wise, they're actually looking very good. So, I mean, a Senegal Ivory Coast semifinal that would be very good.
Yeah, I mean, Sebastian, man, aren't you going to support your? Don't you want Egypt to win this Afcon the most?
I mean, I don't really care who wins it, honestly. I just want to see good football.
What
But
about Salah, man? I thought you were a Salah fan.
if obviously if Egypt wins this Afghan, I will be happy. But I mean,
Okay, but do you think this is Salah's last dance? Because I think this might be.
I don't think it's his final Afghan.
Ooh.
I think he'll play the next one, and then yeah, I think he'll play the next two.
I just feel like even though this may not be his last Afcon, I feel like this might be his last Afcon at peak form because I don't know if he'll be peak again for the next one. And remember, I still think even though he's back at Liverpool, I still have a feeling he might leave Liverpool at the end of the season. I still have this feeling.
I think he'll play the next two Afghans in 2027, 2028.
Well, actually, how old is he, by the way? Let me go check Salah.
33.
33.
35, and then...
I don't see him playing 37. I think 37 is definitely not happening. I'm pretty safe. And remember, Sebastian. Remember, Sebastian. Oh, yeah, never mind. The 4 year.
Yeah,
they're going to start 4
yeah.
years from 2028 onwards.
Yeah, so I think next year, obviously, he'll be... So obviously, him with 35.
Yeah, but I still the thing is, Sebastian, that even if it may not be his last Afcon, this might be his last Afcon at peak form because who knows if he'll peak again for the next one? Who knows if he'll be at the peak? So that's what I'm saying is I feel like he needs to give everything for this one, and I just feel like Liverpool are going through. He's having such a turbulent time at Liverpool that this will definitely. Do you think like let's say he wins this Afcon? Do you think this will make? Do you think this will convince Slot to hey, he's still that guy or nah? It won't really impact Liverpool.
I mean, I still think he should start for Liverpool anyways, even if he doesn't win this. But I think it will also give him more motivation if he wins this one. Because obviously Liverpool is in a mess right now, which obviously probably won't win the league, but it's still a chance there. But I mean, if he wins the Afcon, maybe he'll go crazy in the Champions League.
Yeah, I just have this feeling, Sebastian, that if he loses this Afcon, I think he might just crash out. I think the season. I just don't think Salah will care for the rest of the season. I just have this feeling.
But if he wins it,
then he's gonna go peak. It's just like
I think he's gonna go crazy. I think if he wins this, I think he's gonna go crazy.
Yes, and I think you're right, Sebastian. I think if you're Liverpool, you want Salah to win this Afcon because if Salah doesn't win this Afcon, I think Salah's gonna crash out. I think Salah's not gonna care for the rest of the season. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I don't want to play anymore. Or I won't give a crap. And it's just like remember how Neymar in the 2022 World Cup, he had that amazing game, then he lost to Croatia, then he didn't care the rest of the season, and then moved to Al Hilal. I could see Salah doing something similar, where like, yeah, I'm just gonna write out my contract, just see it out, and then leave.
And now it would be even worse if Salah doesn't, if he doesn't care, because Isak is injured for until March, I believe. He will be back March, I believe.
Now I just have to and to be fair, like if he loses another Afcon, I don't blame him. That's 3 Afcon final losses. Yeah, that's tough. I know Messi had a run, but he only lost 2. He didn't lose 3.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe he should have done a Messi, retire and then come back. I mean, it
I don't
worked.
think Salah's doing that, bro. I don't think Salah's doing that.
I mean, it worked. It worked. Messi won a Copa and a rigged World Cup. So maybe. I mean, what if Salah retired after the uh, Afcon final loss?
And Sebastian, here's the thing: if Egypt loses another Afcon final, I think Salah might just retire on the spot. I think he'll just quit. Like, yeah, I can't win this. I'm cursed. I'm doomed. You know.
If he wins this one, I'm just gonna pray for Europe. Pray for Europe's sake. Because if he wins this one and go crazy, and he wins the UCL,
Ooh.
I think go just. I mean, who knows? He might come for that Ballon d'Or if he.
Yeah. So I mean, but yeah, I mean, Ivory Coast, man, defending Afcon champions. Usually, defending Afcon champions don't do this well. The fact that they managed to make the quarterfinals is pretty impressive. You know, you have to give them that. And so
I think for me, if Ivory Coast loses this one, I don't think it's as bad.
Yeah, like let's be real. Ivory Coast don't really need this. Egypt need this more than Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast just won it the last edition. They don't need to win this one. You know, Egypt on the other hand need to win this because who knows what's happening with Salah. So
yeah, I mean, if Ivory Coast go and wins it, they will be, oh fine, we won back to back. Who cares?
I mean, back to back is pretty crazy because I believe
Sure.
the last time a team did back to back was Egypt. I believe. I think before Egypt, I don't think a team has done it since Egypt. So that would be pretty impressive, you know. And you know, it'd be interesting, Sebastian. We could get a rematch of that match we had in the last Afcon, Senegal Ivory Coast. We could get a rematch.
Tasty matchups.
Or we could get Senegal Egypt. Oh, bro, man,
we could get the final of the last one.
Yeah.
We could get Nigeria against Ivory Coast. That would be tasty in the final.
Nigeria Ivory Coast again.
And imagine Ivory Coast wins again. I mean, the meltdown on the Nigerians would be nice.
Okay, but let's focus on the left side first. So, but yeah, I mean, like I said, we'll see what happens. For me, like I said, Egypt, Ivory Coast is a very tricky one to call. I remember, guys, the last time these two nations met was the round of 16 2021 Afcon. As we know, Egypt won on penalties. So, imagine that happens again. You know. So, Salah is damn near washed. Don't nobody has to pray except ball. Sorry, Seblo. Okay, I mean, the thing is, though, I mean, Pookie, do you agree with me? I want to hear it from Pookie's perspective. If Salah wins this Afcon, do you think that will motivate? Do you think that will be motivate him to do like extra better for Liverpool? Like he's on this really high adrenaline. Like, yeah, I just won this Afcon. I'm gonna go. He's gonna go. It's super B peak, right? Because I do kind of agree with Sebastian, right? Whereas if he loses Afcon, I think he's done. I think he's done. I think he's done.
And don't forget, the last time Egypt made the final, they beat
Ivory Coast.
Yeah, and they beat Senegal. So
no, they didn't beat Senegal. They lost.
They lost then against Senegal. So maybe it will have the same. Who knows? It could be the same. They beat Ivory Coast and then lose against Senegal. But
I have no problems with Salah, but why are people like he's been cooking? Yeah. Cooking all tournament. I mean, he's been good this tournament. I'm not saying he's, but has he been one of the best players? No. That would go to who's that guy? Ivory Coast guy. Amad Diallo, Brahim Diaz, Lukman. These have probably been the three best. Salah is probably like maybe fifth or sixth or seventh. Like he's been good, but he's not been as good as those three, right? Yeah, I think I agree because he could be like, I won Afcon, I don't care anymore. Ooh, Sebastian, could you see this happening? Where like because he wins Afcon, he'd be like, oh, I don't care about Liverpool anymore. Do you think he could? Do you think he would have that mentality?
Nah, I think he want to win the UCL. Also, and don't forget our World Cup. I think he want to play for the World Cup as well.
True. True, true. I mean, let's be real. Egypt has no chance to win the World Cup.
I mean, there is always a chance, but it most likely won't happen.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, that's the thing is I think for Sebastian, like if Egypt loses Afcon, I think Salah's done. I think Salah's gonna get. I think Salah's gonna
Yeah,
get. I think he's gonna quit Egypt. I'm calling this right now, guys. If Salah loses Afcon final, he's quit. He's retiring from the national team. I'm gonna call it right now. I'm gonna
yeah.
call it right now. So I think. Okay, do you think he will quit the national team, retire, even if they don't win this Afcon? Like, let's say get knocked down the quarters or semis.
Yeah, I think so.
So you think he's going to retire regardless of like if he wins, like if he loses, like basically if he gets knocked out, he's going to retire regardless.
I mean, if they lose badly, I think.
I have this feeling that he will only retire if he loses the final. I don't think he'll retire if they get knocked out quarters or semis. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, and don't forget, like if he wins this one, maybe he'll continue for the next Afcon, back to back, maybe.
Yeah, but yeah, Ivory Coast, man, sweet truff. I think I agree
Don't
with that. He
forget,
could be like
Salah is for me. Salah is not the main man in this Egypt team. For me, it's
who is
Marmoush.
it?
Marmoush,
Marmouche.
because he's in his prime. And don't forget, uh, how old is Marmoush? 25, 26?
Yeah, let me check actually.
And then he'll be,
Marmouche is 26.
yeah, so he'll be 20, 28 in 2 years. So, I
He's
mean,
entering his prime
if
years.
if Marmoush, what if Marmoush carries Egypt and wins
So
them
you think
out?
so you think for Egypt, Marmouche is more integral than Salah? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like in the terms of if Marmoush is playing very good, I think Egypt has a chance. Because
Because I've noticed with Egypt in the last couple of Afcons that it just feels like when Salah doesn't deliver, this team is cooked. That's what I've seen the last couple of
now
before.
they have Trezeguet, they have Marmoush, they have other players there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, but then he could be like, I won Afcon, so I don't care anymore. Potentially, we never know, Puka. We're kind of into a realm of possibilities here. We're just kind of just debating. But for Ivory Coast, like I said, Ivory Coast is a very strong team, guys. I like the makeup of this team. My only criticism of this team is the striker position. Because I think the striker position is something that's holding them back. And I think if they have like if think of because the thing is I don't think Holler's gonna I think Holler's out for the tournament, right?
Who?
Holler, Sebastian Holler.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just
I
think
don't think
Ivory Coast are missing that
he's
striker.
not in the squad. He's not in the squad.
He's not in the squad?
No, he's not.
Wait, hold on, let me check. I
I
thought he
don't
was in the
think
squad
he. I,
because I did
I
see on
think
football.
I think he retired from the national team.
Hold up, you might be right.
So I mean,
Oh, he's not even in the squad.
yeah, though.
Let me check if he retired though. No, he hasn't retired, but he's not in the squad. Okay, you're right. So I just think for Ivory Coast, what they're missing is that striker position. Because I think that striker position is a big concern. Because I know Diallo's been cooking this tournament, but you also have to consider what if Diallo doesn't perform? Because like he's not going to perform in every single game. It's just that's just really hard to do. Most players cannot perform in every single game. So you need some other players to step up, and that's why I'm kind of worrying for Ivory Coast. That it feels like Diallo is carrying this attack. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. I would say Diomande has been good as well, and I think some players have been good as well for Ivory Coast.
Yeah, I mean Diamante's been good, but would you say he's been good throughout the tournament? I'm not. I wouldn't really say he's been amazing throughout the tournament.
Not amazing, but he's been quite good.
Yeah. So my concern with Ivory Coast is it just feels like for me, if Diallo just feels like the main guy, and if you shut him off, then yeah, I mean, I feel like they could be cooked. Could be. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, for Ivory Coast, as I said, I still think his strike position is a big concern. Why is Wilfred Zaha in the squad? I'm sorry. Wilfred Zaha was washed. So yeah, Diomande. Okay, you know what? Diamande's been good. Okay, Pookie's kind of right. I think Diamande's been good. He's probably been the second best player, I'd say. But yeah, I mean, Ivory Coast on midfield's looking great. Fofana, Kessie, Sangare, get defensive Cosano, Diomande, and Dika, Fofana. I mean, that's a quality team, man. That's a quality team, man. All right, so move on to Cameroon and Morocco. Let's talk about this one real quick. So Sebastian, man, I've been reading some stats. I saw that Cameroon have knocked out the host nation every time they played against the host nation.
It will happen again.
Wow. Wow.
Because Cameroon, I think they play, like, they look very solid defensive wise. Like they're looking like a team, that fight for each other.
Yes.
I mean, they might have some players who are maybe not the age that they are, but I mean, I think they've been looking better and better for each game, and I think Morocco, they've been underwhelming, honestly. Like, I don't think they've been as good as they wanted to be. They obviously beat Tanzania 1-0. You know, they were not that great, even though they won the group. They only had like one game that was on top level. And I just think Cameroon, they just, well, when people are doubting them, they are gonna win the game somehow. I think if they take the lead, I think Cameroon goes through.
So you think, oh man, this will be a crazy, man. Cameroon knock Morocco out at their own stadium?
I don't see Morocco scoring 2 or more goals.
Yeah, Cameroon's because Cameroon have impressed me this tournament. A lot of people kind of wrote Cameroon off this tournament saying, "Oh, this team is cooked. No Vincent Abubakar, no Choupo-Moting, no Andre Onana." Well, actually, Andre Onana has a brick, so maybe that's a good thing. But no Choupo-Moting, no Vincent Abubakar. Yeah, and they're still in the quarterfinals, and they knocked out one of the most informed teams in Africa, South Africa. This is a team that's been so long unbeaten. So
not Morocco. Like, the thing is, like, their attack. Like, I think their strikers are better when they come on the pitch, like when they're super sub. So I mean, if they start Kabe, if they start like, whoever on striker, I mean, their strikers are just better as super subs, honestly. Like we've seen with Kabe, like he's a machine when he comes on.
Bro, this guy's been scoring bicycle kicks from kick goals for fun is crazy.
I mean, I think honestly, Kabe should just start on the bench. Because every time he comes on, he does something insane.
Okay, well, who's gonna start with them? Because I'm sorry, Ramari's a bum. That guy's a bum. And Endis, I think, is washed. Endis, I think, is washed.
Start with a false 9. Like, why not? Like,
let me look at the Morocco squad.
Maybe a false 9. Like, maybe try maybe not Brahim Diaz, but like maybe play maybe Saibari or someone.
Sabari.
Or Talbi from Southampton. Or Igamane. Or Rahimi. But
yeah, mate.
But yeah, it's good that Hakimi is back.
Yeah, I think Hakimi is an integral part to this team.
Yeah.
And for Cameroon, if they want to knock Morocco out, all you need to do is shut out Brahim Diaz. I think if you shut up Brahim Diaz, then Cameroon can do it. Because I feel like Brahim Diaz has been the only like consistent player. I know Kabi's been scoring the goals. He's been great, obviously, but I feel like he's had like 2 amazing games, right? Whereas, Morocco and Mali wasn't great, Tanzania wasn't great. So, I just feel like for me, Brahim Diaz is so good, man. Brahim Diaz, I feel like he's kind of single-handedly dragging this team.
Like for me, the problem El Kabi sometimes he turns into R9 and then he turns up into Nunes. But then the next game he turns into R9 again.
So you're saying like this guy's like a light switch, like he's on and off. He's on and off.
Yeah. Like you see with obviously he scored against Comoros, then he ghosted the next game against Mali. He scored twice.
And then he scored against Zambia.
Twice. And then he ghosted against Tanzania.
Wait, actually, if we're going by this pattern, then he should score against Cameroon then.
Yeah, maybe hat trick this time. I mean, that's probably because he scored 1 against Comoros, and then 0 against Mali, 2 against Zambia, 0 against Tanzania. Maybe a hat trick. Who knows? I mean,
I don't think he scored a hat trick, bro.
I mean, if you can score a hat trick against
Cameroon, that's gonna be mad.
Yeah.
Okay, but see, the thing is, I like your argument for Cameroon, but my issue with Cameroon is I feel like their attack is also not that great either. I think Cameroon, for me, Cameroon is very. I think I like their make of the midfield. Midfield wise, great. Defensive, great. It's just that attack is kind of a bit dry. I don't think that attack is that amazing. So that's why I'm saying is that I think for Cameroon, I just think that for me, but I do think you're right, Sebastian. Though I have a feeling that whichever team scores first, I think we'll shut up shot and just win the game 1-0. Like I feel like this game is going to be either 1-0 or goes to pens. I have this feeling. If it goes to pens, Sebastian, who would you favor?
Probably Morocco. Probably Morocco, based on goalkeeper. But
yeah, Bonda is a beast. So yeah, I think Cameroon. If you're Cameroon, you don't want to go to pens because we saw Morocco eliminate Spain on penalties. I know that was 3 years ago, so it's not as recent, but still,
Yeah, but I would probably say Morocco just.
All right, and then the final game, Algeria, Nigeria. For me, I feel like this is the quarterfinal will be the most goals. This one will be the most goals because Algeria defensively been solid, attacking wise been good. Nigeria, you could probably argue, has been the most in-form attack in the Afcon, but probably maybe you could argue maybe one of the worst defenses of the quarterfinalists. Like it's funny, like Nigeria has probably the best attack, but they're probably the worst defense of this quarterfinalist. So that's kind of crazy to say, But my issue with Nigeria is that there's so much drama going around the press. Like, guys, I was just hearing earlier today, they're not going to be training for this game, I think. And that Osimhen is very upset about Lookman not giving him the pass. And I just feel like for Nigeria, Osimhen's too integral to this team. I do not see a world where Nigeria win the Afcon without Osimhen. By the way, if that does happen, on the off chance, Osimhen is finished. I'm sorry to say this. Osimhen is finished. Okay? Osimhen is finished as a Nigerian if that happens. I'm Sebastian, do you agree with me in that if Nigeria win the Afcon with the Osimhen is done?
But remember what happened the last time they did it. The last time they went on a strike.
What was this?
Well, I believe against the game before either Benin or Gabon.
Oh, I think it was the Gabon game.
They went on a strike, and then they destroyed Gabon 4-1.
Yeah, true.
What if this is a tactical thing?
Okay, but let's be real. Algeria is way better than Gabon.
Yeah, true. I mean, Osimhen, you're crazy, man. Like, if that was me, I would just shut up because my team win. I'm happy going through. Like, I would just shut up.
Bro, Osimhen, you're still winning the game. It's not like you're losing the game, okay? Like I see, I can understand if you're losing. Like, fair enough. Okay, he doesn't give you the pass, and then the other team goes on to score. Okay, then fair enough. You have every right to be mad. Like, what, bro? Come on, I could have won us the game here. But bro, you're 4-0 up. I'm sorry, 3-0 up. Like, it doesn't matter. The game was done. So also, man, please be a professional, man. Please be professional and realize that, hey, it's just an honest mistake, and it didn't cost us. Okay, it's not like it cost us. Like I said, if the other team gone on to score, okay, fair enough, completely understandable. I completely understand its frustration, but you still are winning the game by a massive margin. Okay, and also, man, if you're here just for your selfish sakes, like, oh, I just want to win this Golden Boot and do whatever it takes, score as many goals. I don't care if Nigeria do well as a team. I just want to get the Golden Boot. That is very selfish, and that is very unprofessional. And if that is true, then take him off the team. Because at the end of the day, football is a team sport. It's not about just one game, like one player. Like, you need to realize that this whole country's at stake. Like, they need this Afcon after the failure of not qualifying for the World Cup, right? So my thing with Nigeria is that, I don't know, man. There's just so much chaos with this team. But Sebastian is kind of right, though. Maybe they enjoy chaos.
That's true.
Which is kind of messed up to say.
Like, who knows? Maybe this is in the tactics of Eric Chalet. Chaos before every game, and then they win like 4-1.
Hey, and the thing is, like, Nigerians won't care as long as you win. You win. So
true.
Yeah,
I mean, many Nigerians
done a great job as a coach.
Yeah, I mean, this is and this tournament is probably the last for many Nigerians who like they need this Afcon because they did not make the World Cup. So.
Especially, do you agree with me that if Eric Shelley was in charge for the entire tenure for the Nigerian national team for the last qualifying cycle, they would have made the World Cup? So I do believe they would have made it.
Yeah,
I think Eric Shelley's done a really good job as a team manager.
If he were there for the beginning, they'll qualify first.
Yeah, I think he's done a great job he's done better than Grander War. He's done better than Egovon. Those other coaches they brought in, he's done better than those coaches. And Nigeria are actually fun to watch. Nigeria are very exciting to watch, guys. Very fun to watch, very exciting. And bro, everyone's talking about Osimhen. And don't get me wrong, Osimhen is key. But I would argue Lookman's been better than Osimhen this tournament. I would actually argue that Lookman's been more integral to this team. And I think Lookman is more talented than Osimhen. Osimhen is just a better goal scorer than Lookman. But in terms of overall player, I think Lookman's a better player than Osimhen. Just in terms of goal scoring, in terms of dribbling, in terms of everything, I think he's got it all. My only concern with Nigeria is the defense. That defense is very shaky. Very, very shaky. And I just feel like for me, also the fact that Bazi, I think, is suspended due to this game due to yellow card accumulation, is going to be a massive blow for Nigeria. Who's going to be in that center back replacement? Because obviously, what is it called? Their captain, Trusty Kong, I think, retired. So who's going to be now? And for Algeria, as I said, man, defensively been great. While you can maybe argue their attack has not been that amazing, I still think their attack is good. It's still functional. It's still decent. But their defense has been probably, I would say, the best defense. Yeah, I think they have the best defense Afcon. Only conceded one goal in this Afcon. So this makes it very interesting. And remember, guys, Nigeria wants revenge for the 2019 Afcon because remember, guys, Algeria did knock out Nigeria out of the 2019 Afcon, which I believe was the last-minute winner from Mars, right?
Yeah.
So Alex Iwobi's also been great as well. I'm really excited for this game. I think this is the game that I'm most excited for. I think there's going to be a lot of goals this game. This could go the full distance. I could see this go to pens. I could see this go to extra time. This could end 3-2. This can end 5-4. So many goals can happen in this game. So
I still think Nigeria goes through.
Ooh. Okay, so what are your semifinals, Sebastian?
Senegal, Ivory Coast, and Morocco, Nigeria. This will be interesting. This would be between two YouTubers, PSG from Algeria and HH from Nigeria. That would be fun.
And what's also interesting, Algeria and Nigeria are the only two nations that have gone perfect in the group stage. So one of them is.
So everyone wins, anyways, because PSG meltdown, everyone loves it. HH meltdown, everyone loves it.
Okay,
it's a win-win.
Sebastian, now let's go ahead and let's go look at some of the comments. And I think we're gonna and then we're gonna rank the 8 finals, by the way. And then I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Actually, let's talk about which quarterfinals we're most excited for. Where are we? They don't look good attacking wise. I feel like they have been good attacking wise. Maybe not as good as the levels of maybe putting the best. But I still think they have I think they have the best defense in Afcon. I think that's for sure. Maybe not the best attack. Algeria probably have the best attack, but I still think that Algeria is a good attacking team. They still have a lot of quality in the team. So, you know, yeah, I guess that's fair. No, I mean, like, we'll see in the quarterfinals. I think that, like, if Algeria are really that good as people make them out to be, then they should be Nigeria. I'd love to see Algeria win this AFCON. Yeah, that'd be cool too. Imagine Mars with 2 AFCONs. Like, not a lot of players have 2 AFCONs. Actually, which players have 2 AFCONs? Samuel Eto'o and Abatrika, I think. And probably the Egypt Golden Generation team. But, like, I don't think there's many current players that have 2 AFCONs, right? I don't think there is.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's been good from the start. The final will be Senegal versus Morocco. Okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Saudi Mane versus Hakimi. No man. Oh no way. Osman is upset about that. Now I've heard he did apologize, so we'll see. We'll see, man. They were already 3-0. That's him every game, to be honest. And most of the time he's sitting offside position too low. Don't see me, Alex Iwobi as well. Yeah, Nigerians, you guys love to be very critical of Iwobi, man. Iwobi's been good, man. Iwobi has not been that bad. I don't know why you guys have been slandering Iwobi, Nigerians. I agree with Seb. All right, Sebastian. Now let's talk about which quarterfinal you're most excited for. And let's rank the quarterfinals, and then we're going to rank the 8 possible finals from best to worst. All right, so for me, the quarterfinal I'm most excited for is Nigeria, Algeria, and I'm going to rank the quarterfinals. I think 4th is Senegal, Mali. 3rd, I'm going to go Cameroon, Morocco. 2nd, I'm going to go with Egypt, Ivory Coast. And 1st, I'm going to go with Algeria, Nigeria. What's your rankings?
Yeah, I'm going the one I'm most excited about. I'm going to say Egypt against Ivory Coast. I mean, that's one. And then I'm going to rank them. I think, for me, I think the worst one, or I'm going to say 4th, I'm going to say Cameroon, Morocco. Then I'm going to say Mali, Senegal, 3rd. Then I'm going to say Egypt, Ivory Coast, 2nd. And then I'm going to say, obviously, the best one, Nigeria, Algeria.
No, all right. Now, I think this will be very fitting to do, guys. So we're going to be ranking the 8 possible finals from best to worst. All right, the worst final we can get. And let me actually pull up my notepad here. I'm going to write this down. So I think the worst final we can get, guys, would be Morocco versus Mali.
You know, I'm going to say, I'm going to be different. I'm going to say Nigeria, Egypt.
Ooh.
Are you putting my picks also there?
Let's come up. Let's do like a agreed one together. Okay, so the reason why I say Mali Morocco is the worst is because I just feel like for me, if that final did happen, I just feel like Morocco. I just feel like Mali will crumble. I just don't see a world where Mali beat Morocco in that final. I just don't see it. I like now. If Mali did win that AFCON against Morocco, it'd be crazy. But I just don't see it, especially being Morocco. That's why I have it as the worst. And Mali, as we know, are historically known as a choke. So I just don't see it. And I think Morocco would love it. I think that would be the best case for Morocco. Morocco would love that final. Like, yeah, give us them. Right? So, yeah. I don't know. That's what I think. Is my reasoning fair, Sebastian?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Now, 7th. This is tricky. Morocco. Ooh. This is tough. Okay, let's do best. I think this will be easier to do. Best or worst, actually. I think best footballing wise, I think will be Senegal and Morocco. I think that's the best in terms of pure quality. Ooh. If you just want pure quality, I think that's the best.
I'm gonna say Algeria, Senegal for that one.
Ooh, Algeria, Senegal is not a bad shout. Ooh. All right. Actually, let's not rank these. Rank this is kind of tough. Let's just list which ones we want to see. I think it'll be easier to do. Okay, so let me give you my dream final. For me, I got 2 picks. Let's give 2 dream picks. I feel like rankings would be too difficult to do, honestly. You know, let's give our 2 dream finals. Let's give our dream final and our predicted final. Actually, let's not get predicted because we have to wait for the quarters to finish. But let's give our 2 dream finals. So I'm going to say Morocco, Egypt. I think that final will be the most craziest to witness. Out of Senegal, Morocco. I think those are the 2 best finals we can get.
Oof. Which one did you say second?
I said, well, my first one was Morocco, Egypt. That's the one I want the most. Would you want to see that one?
You know, I actually want to see Senegal against Nigeria.
Okay. That could be an interesting one. And what's your other one?
Oof. I'm going to say, honestly, Ivory Coast against Morocco.
Ooh. That was the Afcon final prediction for the last edition, I think. So, yeah.
Like,
and then let's give our 2.
I think that would be the best finals.
Okay. And then let's give the 2 finals you don't want to see at all. Okay. I'm gonna say Mali, Cameroon. I think that'll be a bad final. I'm sorry. And then I'm gonna say Senegal, Algeria. Honestly, I don't want to see it again. Sorry, Sebastian.
Yeah. I'm gonna say the 2 I don't want to see. One of them might. I'm gonna say Egypt against Cameroon, and then I'm gonna say Egypt, Cameroon, and then
actually, you know what, Sebastian? I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna change to Egypt, Cameroon because I know both teams are gonna try to go to pens. that would be. I want to watch that. I want to watch that. That's a good
point. The other one. Oh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna say Mali, Cameroon.
Oh yeah. I think I picked that one. Mali, Cameroon would be a bad one. So yeah, the final will be Senegal, Morocco. Guys, I'm telling this right now, guys. That is the final that we all want to see, but I'm telling this right now that final will not happen.
I want to see Senegal versus Nigeria.
I'm telling you right now, because of the 2 strongest teams, it will not happen. It just won't happen. I'm confident saying this. And if it does happen, I'll feel free to apologize. I'll call myself a clown and I'll do everything. But I'm very positive we will not get a Senegal Morocco final. I'm very positive. Very, very positive. It sounds too good to be true. Like, we were all talking about Argentina and Brazil. We're all so hyped for the game. Never happens. I can see something like that happening again here. I know it's not the final. I know it was a semifinal, but still pretty close, right? So, Sebastian, man, this Afcon quarterfinals could be peak, man, because we have the 8 highest ranked teams in the quarterfinals. This has never happened before in Afcon, and this might be the very first time it's ever happened in international football, at least in recent years. So these quarterfinals could be an all-timer. I'm really excited for it. The games will kick off obviously on Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern time. And oh man, I am so pumped for this. And of course, we're going to have video reactions here on the channel when both quarterfinals are done. And of course, we're going to have our semifinal preview on Sunday, along with El Clasico, potentially. We'll see how Real Madrid do tomorrow, of course, or Atletico Madrid. So we're going to have the Super Cup final and the Afcon semifinal preview both on the same day. So the next stream will be on Sunday, guys. Just to let you guys know. So, anything you guys have to say before we round off as we officially reach the hour mark? All right. I think on that note, man, we're gonna wrap it up here. Oh, actually, before we round off, one last thing for you. Which nation do you guys want to see win the Afcon the most? For me, I'm gonna say Egypt. I think Egypt's the one I want to see the most. And then I'll say second Nigeria, I'll probably say. Egypt, Nigeria, my top two. Sebastian, what are the two nations you want to see the most from left and right side?
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Morocco and Ivory Coast.
All right. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. So they're going to wrap it up here, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy today's stream. You guys like and subscribe on your way out, guys. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.